We're hoping for the good, but that's pretty much all it. Let's get into tonight's game because there's not much more to go on about. And see where Death Must Die takes us and have some fun with it. Let's talk to Maris first. Hi, I'm Maris. Kronk. Why you kill Death? Oh, why do you want to kill him? Okay, okay, I get. No one say their reasons. Come on, Kronk. Kronk's the silent type. Very simple. Skeleton trophy. Skulls of the enemies. Oh, is that because we killed so many skeletons? That's my belief. That is what I'm assuming. Is there a way to organize this stuff? This seems like a lot of things in our inventory. I guess we could organize it by... Hold on, Kronk. You're gonna hold on to all this stuff real quick. Okay, so let's make this into our weapons. And... Boop. And then the next one's probably going to be for like armor. Armor. I guess shoes should go into that too. Oops. Gloves, boots, all that fun stuff. Just taking all this. I feel like I should have organized this in a slightly different way. Feet, waist. I kind of wish we had one more. Oh goodness gracious, I didn't put those in the right spots. There. I kind of wish we had a different way to organize. Even an auto organize? I don't know. I like inventory, like doing inventory in games, but there's certain games I feel like my inventory willingness is a little low. Okay, armor is about to be done, and then this is Kronk. All right, and then now trinkets and stuff like that. Okay, let's get Kronk some gear. So first and foremost, no weapons. We have some boots. Pasted elven greaves. Binds on equipped. Movement speed is what this brings us. It is a heavy. I guess let's attach it. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. All right. Magnetic spell critical chance. I don't feel like. I don't know how Kronk plays, so who knows? Maybe Kronk likes the spell stuff. 7. Yeah. Let's just grab that. Plus 13, plus 22, 16. Oh, you know what? That's pretty good. 18. Shard pool areas increase. A reroll dice. It's not as good as the 22. Armor and 9 life. But I feel like that's a good place to start. Okay, we good? We good? We don't have belts. Kronk like beer. Unique. Oh, it is for the Barbarian only anyway, so we'll grab that. And more attack. Let's take that, and I think we're good. So we're gonna take Kronk for a little spin, and then we will do our night runs. You just want to see what these new characters feel like, because we are brand new to the game. You know, he's just a whirlwind whirl ball. Has a very has a very slow attack move. So when we're attacking, he's a little slow, which is to be expected.
Fear not, frail mortal, for I've come to guide you in your plight.
Well, I'm in plight, is for sure. Wait, what are those? Reroll and alteration. Oh, can we alter some of these? We could definitely reroll. I want the frost ring. It changes. So now it's Mort stuff. Well, you know what? We never got Sickle of Mort. Let's do it. Not the plan that I had, but I thought it was gonna make it so we could change some of the stats. So guess not. A few things to note from the last stream. One of the things that I had talked about, very minor gripe that I always have with games.
You would allow this snake to slither into your ear and accept her favor? The
Yes.
daughter of death herself, vying for his position. Ha!
Oh, Crom and I are like gonna go way back here. We're best of friends.
Let's see who conquers the throne of skulls in the aftermath, woman.
God, he's rude. Oh, but he's offering me some good stuff here. Charge actually sounds good. So one of the things that I talked about in our Monday playthrough, very simple criticism, was that it had Xbox mapping, or Xbox controller iconography. So as usual, when I'm playing on Steam with my PlayStation controller, it assumes when wireless that it's a Xbox controller. So when I'm actually plugged in, it now knows it's the PlayStation controller. So
Just
it does
follow
have
your
PlayStation iconography, which I know it's a low bar of importance, but I find it's important to me. Let's get Dragon Breath. Spicy Breath. Spicy Breath played really well for us last time. Alright. There is the Elite. Let's get that extra bonus stuff. Okay, we'll probably trade in some of this equipment, especially the lower level equipment that we're picking up. Ah! Cursed and got nothing out of it. Yeah. We'll also get Warpack. I think Warpack is a good all-round choice if you could grab it. Especially if it's offered early, I feel like. Deal with these larger elites quicker. Give me that!
You wish to know my purpose?
No.
To hell with you. A mortal who begs the gods is no more than a worm below their feet.
I'm not that interested, Crom. I'm just here to do stuff. Let's just get a better attack with knockback. See what we got. Weapons. Weapon-wise. It's Wednesday already? It sure is. This week's been going by Actually, like every day's been feeling like it's been going by quick. I've been like so out of sync with time. It's been kind of concerning in a way. Yee! Brom, we gotta turn it around. The only reason I have like a good sense of what day it is we teach certain lessons for our kids on certain days. So like Wednesday is like geology day. So we did geology and stuff. So
Hi
like
again.
we just finished a geology experiment this afternoon. So I know it's Wednesday because I had a plan for all that. If I didn't have those like markers, I would be so lost in what day of the week it is. No one knew it was Wednesday. Wednesday's a tricky day. I think we're putting this barbarian through the paces. Let's see if they are able to handle some slimies. Not a lot of slimy. Oh, there they are. Oh no. All right. Bad thing about Crom is he's just so slow. He does make up for it in sheer force, but the slowness does put us at a disadvantage when we get ported. Maybe we can figure this out. Oh, I want the book. Or whatever that it was. If we're gonna die here, at least we'll leave with some equipment. Like with the amount of time we're gonna be putting into this game, we're gonna be good. We're gonna do good. It's been a while since we've put time into games. I'm actually looking forward to this year and focusing on actually building my skills up. Summer is, as always, the first one to come to help. I wonder if she's keeping a score of having to participate in every mortal move. That seems really good. Let's get this. Soul Sealers is pretty nice. No! I don't know if we're going to survive this much longer. Which is sad, because I kind of like the build.
Blazing.
Let's do incineration. Oh man, not only is it Wednesday, but I feel like the month is flying by too. Like it just feels like it was New Year's. But it's my littlest's birthday this month, so at least that's fun. And it's my wedding anniversary.
How
So,
sad.
There's a lot.
You must
There's
be
a lot of
broken
things I
on
have
the
to remember.
inside.
All right, we'll count this, but this I don't think it will count officially. Nothing new. We'll grab the knight and then we'll head on out. Climb down will be fun with friends, but go back to finish the job. Yeah, let's go, Nort. Alright, let's change. I never say my name, knight. I'm Kronk. You just did. Huh? Never mind. Alright, let's go. Nightly time. We're a nightly knight with a nightly mission. We just need to drop off this stuff. Ooh. Ah. Wait, relics don't go there. Relics go here. Oh, I hope you guys have fun with birthday time. And thank you. It's funny because we've been together for so long. I start to like forget not when our anniversary is, but I forget like how many years, because we started dating. My partner and I got together. We got together in 2002. And we've been together since 2002. Then we got married in 2010. So it's been a while.
After his throne? No. Though if
We
he
put-
could just take a short
we've
break
put
and
in the
listen
years.
for once.
I think at this
That'd be
point, we've been together longer than we've been apart. Okay, so we could banish. I want to take. I like Mort's offerings. There's a chance that it spawns weak experience shards. Cursed enemies have a higher chance. Okay. Let's take lifelink. Lifelink seems like it's a good option for right now. Wait. What is that? Is that the lifelink? The sigil of the hero, you gain... Wait. Your dash drains enemies. Oh, okay. I missed the part where the dash was the drain. Now we know.
Lord has turned on her father. Figures. I imagine he was a terrible parent.
Oh, I'm sure he is awful. Let's do this. Chilling Ring is actually really nice. Because it's, if it pops off, it's a nice way to get away from groups of things. Gosh, I'm really loving Night. Nothing on the fallen hero. Figures. A hero would leave nothing behind. Let's do Sickles of Mort. Oh, so another thing I remember from Monday stream. There was a game I kept on referencing the art style of, and I couldn't remember the name of it. And I did remember it finally. I was able to, when I logged offline, I sat for a minute and I went through my library real quick and I found it. It's Children of Morta, and which is a fantastic roguelike. We played so many hours
My
of
gifts are
Children of
far
Morta
cooler than those of winter.
and loved every minute of it. But the the art style of Children is similar to these share like that really cool pixel art style where it's just like really fine detail within this mesh of complex pixel placement. Do I want this stuff? You know what? Yeah, Breath of Fire. And anytime I reference a game where like I feel like this has similarities, like I've said it before, it's never in let's do this. It's never to discredit or say somebody's copied or anything like that. It's just observation more for you guys. If you like the game that you're seeing right here, but you want to maybe explore different variations of the gameplay or art style, I'm more than happy to. I like to bring up past experiences and share them because there's a lot that have. There's a lot that have like a really cool connection. Sometimes it's nice to explore. So if you're interested in this art style, Children Morta is also a really fantastic game. Plays kind of similar in that they're both like roguelite dungeon crawls, but Children Morta's, I would say, a little less bullet hell horde mode and more dungeon crawl rogue. Oh, Path of Frost. Okay. Shrine of the Oni Demon. The demon is laughing at you. Laugh back. Gain -6. Ooh. But we get better master offers. Rude Gesture. Gain +20 damage against enemies above 50 life. That is nice. I would like to get more masters. This might be not the best choice. So now we know Master is the highest rate. I was kind of wondering that. I had a feeling that was the way it was going to go, but we have confirmation. Master is the best. Give me those stones. My anxiety is just so high lately. So sorry about all the fidgeting. I've just been really high on the fidget realm. Spell damage increase. Let's do Breath of Fire. Like, nothing has been outwardly engaging my anxieties, but no. Oh wait, we did not get cursed. I keep saying I'm not gonna mess with the graves, and then I go and mess with the grave. Get back. All right, we're good. We got this on lock. If we could get necromancy or something, that'd be nice. Ooh, ravens would be cool too. I'll take ravens over necromancy because at least ravens stick around. We have the 4 skeletons always with us, so we don't have to worry about spawning skellies. We have so many health elements too. We should be good. I wish we would have got a little bit of a protector. But we should be alright. We don't need the health drip.
My sister got you first, of course.
Of course.
She just can't stop meddling in mortals' affairs. Well, for once she's not the lone fox on this.
I like, are we gonna find out that Death did nothing wrong and everybody else is just being really not nice? Frost zones spawn at random that deal chill damage. You gain attack damage for each immobilized enemy. I'm not happy with Blight. I think I want Icebound because the ring will kind of freeze up people, and if we could get a good sized boss frozen, then we could get some good damage. No, you don't. We're just annihilating everything in front of us. Oh no! Your spell area is increased. Frost Ring, yes. Get that increased, which is going to synergize well with our ability to get more damage on frozen down enemies. We're at 6 minutes. I don't know what the timing is yet. We'll, as we play it through, we'll figure out that time. Eventually we'll be able to, because I think enemy spawns are reliant on the timer. So once we figure out what the timer is for a lot of these things, we'll be able to like really set up the proper placement of where we want to do our fights, what kind of things we want dead before things happen to us, and even so far as making sure there's no trees around if we don't want trees. When you kill a frozen or chilled immune enemy, there's a higher chance that it'll drop an item. Oh, that's good. But Path of Frost is more in line with what I want. I'm not treasure hunting at the second, even though getting more treasure to upgrade what we have right now might be a good idea. Where's that go? Oh, it's a jewel. Torso, yeah, that's not good for us. That's not good for us. We can't even carry that. Oh wait, can we use this? It gives us better evasion. It lowers our gold gain, which is fine. And we lose the banish dice. Do we want to lose banish? I feel like banish is a pretty nice little tool, but it does give us better invasion. Let's hold off on that. Grab that. Oh yeah, that's just a downgrade. All right, we're cool. We are Gucci. Let's go. We just hacked in and the slashing. Not sure what that thing did. Hey, okay, so 7 minutes and these show up. This might be a game where I actually will pull up the wiki later on and maybe get at least a timer list. Like, okay, these monsters spawn at this time, these monsters spawn at this time. So at least I know when the bosses start showing up. If they're on timers, that is. Get going. Yeah, we'll grab a path. Path. Path Path of Frost is going to be so good. Unfortunately, I don't think it's going to work on the Baron or the Necromancer. No. Okay, so Amulet. Attack critical damage, spell damage, spell duration. Oh, this would work much better for our spellcasty heroes. Like, we have spell attacks, but I don't think I want to burn it. Not on the knight. I feel like the knight needs to be a good mix of the two. Oh, but we use so many spells. It's not just our weapons. Alright, let's do it. Though I'm also thinking in the long run, we want a win on we want to figure out the knight, and we want to get a win with the knight. Like, that's the end goal. So if our end goal is the win with the knight, we should probably focus on building him up right now. Everybody fall. Nope. I need to be safer. My father was never the talkative type, but he carried out his duties through the end, unlike some other gods. These recent events are exceptional. Let's do lifelink. Damage per second, 80 to 140. I want Raven. Sickles of Mort also would be nice to get. Alright, let's get lifelink. Makes the lifelink a little more viable as just a weapon instead of just a way to get some life in the danger zone. Oh, so my partner and I have been watching, getting into docuseries on HBO for the last few days, and we've been watching. We just finished this docuseries called Mother God. Oh my gosh! So if you guys are looking for a freaking insane experience into crazy cults, highly recommend. It is not for the faint of heart, but it is an experience. It is so much of an experience. Kind of sad in a way. Ah, crap.
Summer?
I was not focusing.
Yes, she's my sister, and I'd rather not talk about her.
Winter and Summer, they're not friends. But if you're into cult documentaries, definitely worth watching if you haven't already. It is crazy. Cults fascinate me. They are interesting thing. Ravens. No. I think this run's feeling pretty good, actually. I would have liked something to help with the healing a little bit better. But I think we're working with what we have fairly well. Good golly, Miss Molly. Let's get rid of this resurrector. We can't have you resurrecting things, please. Let's get rid of that. Let's increase ravens. Makeup and true crime. That is a perfect combination. I'm not like a true crime person either. It's just this particular, anything that does with the cult, I find fascinating. And then this was a thing I remember seeing the story in the news, because it's just such a wild thing happens, and with the cult, and it's just one of those like, what the heck? And it just kept spiraling out of control. It's definitely a worth a watch. True crime or not, it's definitely worth a watch. And then watch Barbie. We did end up watching Barbie before that. You attack faster. Yes. Which, if you're looking for just a good movie, the Barbie movie, really excellent. Which I found, there's a part of the Barbie movie that, oh, definitely worth watching. The Barbie movie is definitely worth watching. If you have HBO Max, it's currently on there. I'm sure it'll show up onto the other streaming services eventually too, because I feel like they all kind of want that, a piece of it. Hey Kixie, how are you doing? But man, the Barbie movie's good. Definitely worth watching. What I found really interesting about the Barbie movie is, and not to say any spoilers, but the most interesting part of it is it's such a great example of like well done feminist media, but you walk away really kind of liking Ken, and it's just really funny in that, like the whole, it's like this idea of feminism and bringing women up into a more powerful position and a more visualized position, but in the end, like Ken is just, you kind of can't not love him. And there's a thing about it where it's like, it's the character that he played, Ryan Gosling plays, is just too endearing no matter what happens in the movie. But also, I mean, feminism is just breaking down the barrier of patriarchy, which then opens up doors for even men's out there to shine and be able to express. It's a well done movie. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Well worth a watch if you haven't seen it already. We tried to tell our kids about it to see if they would want to watch it, and my kids are just, they're not very interested, but they'll probably want to watch it later on. Oh yeah, it's a well done movie. I think it's the messaging that is in place. It's modern feminism, which I feel is, let's get Vengeful Strike, which is a more inclusive and wider reaching concept. The Necromancer. Plus, modern feminism opens the door more for trans inclusion and non-binary inclusion, which I felt older feminism kind of was blind in those spots. But seeing when the time frame that stuff, the concepts were being created and fought for, it kind of makes sense in a way, but doesn't excuse its use for a modern time. All that to say, Barbie's a really good movie. for a movie about a toy, it's a good movie. Mayhem. When an enemy dies from curse, gain permanent damage. Ooh la la. Okay, Soul Stealers is a really good choice here, because it adds curse to everything. But Ravens of Pestilence is also doing that. Let's grab Mayhem because we want the permanent damage boost. But also keeping in mind that we might need to grab one of these things. Like Soul Stealers. Alright, Soul Stealers will help. This gets curse out a lot. So now our Ravens are doing curse and also Soul Stealers, which means we'll be able to probably get not only more skellies. Can't remember if we have Necromancer or not, but we'll also get the bonus increase there from Mayhem. You want to see it when it's convenient to stream? It's on HBO Max currently, but totally get you. It's my partner and I have to watch it in pieces, so we watch like half of it one day and half of it the next day. That's life with kids on the spectrum, where their bedtime is not friendly with movies and leisure time. But take more damage. Let's grab that. I totally get that. Being able to enjoy something on a more convenient. I wish I had more convenient times. Ah, no! No, I don't want to die yet! I'm gonna try to do these dashes to get some health. Though I should be trying to block these fireballs while we're at it. Now you have to get HBO back. Oh, it's House of Dragons is that like spin-off for that one show with the dragons. Iron Throne. Throne of Iron. Song of Fire of Ice. One of those. Oh, I feel you, Kixie. It takes like in my younger years when we had no kids, we used to be able to do like 2 4 o'clock kind of watchathons, but yeah, it doesn't happen anymore. Oh yeah, I've been able to comfortably do the split ups.
You can't come to Tibbers' tea party.
And it helps when like some movies allows a really, like, they have a good spot to stop. which a lot of movies, they have that like that lull right in the middle. It's always a good place to stop. So you can get about like an hour in, 40 minutes in, and then you can take a break, come back the next day. Oh, I feel you. Our littlest has the most trouble and cannot make it through movies. Like there's been a few movies like the Mouse is like really good when it comes to things that they're really into, like Mario movie, Super Mario movie. Sat through the whole thing because they really love Super Mario. I do that with YouTube. Go to bed with YouTube going, wake up, and it's like some entirely other show. Why you stare, warrior? You're and the metal arm and everything, it can't be. You're cronked, and you called me a warrior too? Ah, calm down, take a breath. A few air here. Look, is a lot to explain, but I'll try my best. I like how they all have to like explain the mission. Scaldy is a warrior. So we got another warrior. I think we're gonna do a night run again. I hold review, I think. The noble Eurus, weren't you the one who... My doing, yes. Wow. You don't approve? On the contrary. We do what we got to do for our entertainment. Oh, definitely. Most of my show watching is done while putting the kids to bed. There's just no time. Oh, this is a better weapon, but we lose the skeleton army. I feel like I kind of want to keep... Let's keep that. Let's keep the skeleton army. 10 armor, critical chance. I think that's an easy switch. That is a no on those. No on those. Heal on level up. Banish dice, alteration dice. I kind of like this. Yeah, let's go for it. I do as much as I can for my entertainment. Most of what I'm doing though is watching stuff when the kids are falling asleep. And then my partner and I will sometimes be able to like sneak in a show or two. And then it's back to just trying to watch things while going to bed. Cuz I have a hard time sleeping without something going on. So I always like watch a show when I'm trying to fall asleep. Oddly enough, it helps. Let's see, do we take this jewel? We lose on new skill, but we get more offers. I feel like that's always a thing. And this is just worse. I'm kind of partial to our stockings. All right, let's go. Let's get going. All right, I think this is it. I think we're gonna get a little bit farther. Oh no, I'm very similar in that way, which sucks because my partner needs absolute like needs a white noise machine, but that's all they could have. Is like
You know how
the
some say
drone of a
death is only
fan.
the beginning? On a long enough timeline, it's true. I only wish my father would see it.
But let's grab necromancy. So I need like somebody talking, or just like the delicate sounds of a YouTube show, or things along that way. And I always kind of like contribute it to when I was a kid. I shared my room with both my siblings, so my room there was always something going on, and to get like a nap or to go to sleep with two other people in the room,
The
it was just really
everlasting thrill of battle. Ah, the life
it took
you're
time. It
living,
took some time.
mortal.
Chains of War. If we get frost again, winter, I mean, we'll probably switch it out for looking for the one angel lady. I'll learn all their names sooner or later, but as of right now, angel lady. Okay, we're almost at 2 minutes.
Do not take
oh,
what
never
war
mind. There's Lady
criminals
Justice.
such as Crom offer, hero.
Divine Shield is good. Okay, whenever you heal back damage. Okay, prevents damage. Your attacks become stronger and apply weakened. Let's do Divine Shield. That's one of the pieces I want. She's the Autumn Lady. She does seem like the Autumn Lady. You know what? I didn't really think about that. Are they all seasons? Well, some of them are seasons. Gloves. She does give a good sense of autumn. I haven't been able to truly like pin down the pantheon that they're using, but oh, we can definitely keep making up names, because I'm sure we'll wait. It's Lady Justice, right? I'm sure I'll forget her name sooner or later, like really soon. I don't want serendipity. Let's grab necromancy. Perfect name. That's a perfect name. Lady. Your dash gives you reduced attack movement penalty for a little time. Your attacks become stronger, but apply weakened. Let's get Divine Shield. I want Divine Shield to be a little more powerful. Autumn Justice. The Justice of Autumn. Autumn is a good time for justice. Yeah, Halloween. That just feels like a good time to put out justice. Oh my goodness. Hey, we're actually doing good with barriers right now, it seems. The Fallen Leaf comrades definitely need justice. It's the worst time. You put so much effort into making your we got some like really nice. Let's get. We get some really nice plants in our backyard sometimes, and we like plants and putting and decorating the yards with different plants and trees and stuff like that. But don't do too much research when doing it. And one of the things we forget to research is if they're annuals or evergreens. And it's always a bummer to find out you just got yourselves a whole bunch of plants that are going to drop their leaves every year. But I actually like having we have Japanese maples in our backyard. And it's kind of nice because they do change color. Their leaves do change colors with the seasons. So it's kind of nice to have that, especially living in Southern California. There's just an abundance of evergreens. Let's do ravens, because the ravens will add curse to things and we'll be able to get more scalies. What just triggered? I don't even know, but we're gonna slash it through this. Oh, something damaged our shield. That's what triggered. Makes sense. More chains of war, please. We just defeated 4,000 oozes. Achievement unlocked. We're the ooze master. We need to get rid of this thing. Break them with the chains. What's funny about annuals, the plants, is that if you live in certain places, like where I live, the certain annuals, like you could turn them into a year-round event. Reprisal, inner peace. Ah, this is what we wanted. So we're gonna regenerate life, which is really nice with the shield that we have, because it gives us just a little bit more time to get our health back. Gardening has also taught me that there's certain plants that I never expected to look a certain way. To actually look a certain way. You gain attack speed for each ruptured enemy. Let's get Chains of War a little more. Like, who would have thought? So, my favorite thing to do is we'll get groceries, and there's certain foods that you could like use the cuttings from your food and replant them and grow new plants. Like, the whip is very Castlevania. It has that same chain look to it. But these are the Chains of War. One of my favorite plants, though, is to grow and to like regrow green onions. And we started growing and making like a garden that just makes food. So we have like a little food garden in our backyard. And I never in my life even considered that green onions have flowers and can get massively huge. Apparently green onions can get super huge and also have flowers. And we ended up with these massive green onions, and then they just started flowering one day, and it's like, oh crap. But then
Really
it makes
think you
sense
can
because
kill
plants
Death,
would
though?
have to have flowers.
We don't have a string for him.
Your life is increased. You gain more dice to alter your god offers. Invasion. Cilantro and basil flower too. Oh yeah, we've had those flower also. It's been kind of a crazy thing. Cause I forget what it is. It might be basil. Has really pretty flowers. Like, we got to a point where it's like we just let them flower because they're really pretty. I haven't done the ends of carrots yet. Green onions, we started our green onions in bowls of water, and it really didn't start taking off until we put it in the ground. I highly recommend a nice soil for like green onions and put them in the ground or in a little pot. But putting them in soil seems to be helpful, and having them outside is good too. But then again, I live in a very like a climate that likes growing things, so it could just be my client too that makes them so easy. I definitely want to try the carrots thing. Does it have to be like the end of the carrot? Oh wait, okay, yeah. Ends of carrots. Does it have to have the green part of the carrot? Let's grab this. Because I'm about to put a baby carrot in the ground. Because I think we have baby carrots in the house. I don't know. My kids were really big into carrots for a while, and then they just kind of lost interest in them. So I'd have to get some carrots to try this. Which isn't a problem. I mean, carrots aren't gonna break the bank, but I want to see carrot flowers. And carrots also come in different colors too, which is fun. I mean, I'll have to look it up. Maybe you could eat the carrots, the carrot flowers. One food that one plant for the longest while I did not know you could eat, but apparently you could eat all of the plant, is dandelions. If you have dandelions in your yard, and you cultivate them into, like, I recommend only eating dandelions that you have grown yourself in well-controlled soil and not just off somebody's yard, because you don't know what pesticides and things they're using. But you could eat dandelions. You could eat all of it down to the roots. It's really crazy. The flowers make a really nice tea. Obviously the leaves can be used in salads, and the roots can be used as like bitters in salads and different foods. It's crazy because we view dandelions so much as like a weed. Oh, they could be used as greens too. Yeah, I know they have like a bitter. When we've used them, they have like a bitter taste, but they're really nice. It's like a pleasant bitterness. Mayhem. But when somebody told me you could eat dandelions, like all of it, I was sold. So now I just grow dandelions for fun. For fun and profit. Yeah, like, it's always like crazy people hate dandelions so much. Like, if you look at my front yard is not, for a suburban house, I'm sure our neighbors hate us so much because we do not do weeding or anything. We allow nature to take over, but so it's a lot of dandelions. But it's crazy that people just kill them. Oh yeah, the leaves are definitely, the leaves are in salads. Like they make for a really nice salad green. The roots, we've used them in like mixing them with like green beans and stuff, and in salads. Rotating blades spin. You deal more damage to barriers. Let's get Warpath. We're gonna start seeing a lot of enemies with barrier. It'd be good to have a way to deal with that. I wanna know why dandelions were villainized so much. I mean, crazy enough, like a lot of plants were made out to be like villains for all kinds of reasons, and never good reasons. But I just feel like dandelions is one of those things that doesn't make sense. The daughter bears no guilt for the sins of her father. Taking Mort's gifts was wise, hero. Oh yeah, they're fun. Like we let our kids, if they have the puff balls on them, we let them just blow them off all the time because it's really fun. Yeah, I mean, that's true. They are super invasive. They very much are invasive. One of those go off, they're everywhere. Dandelions have everything. Inner peace. They are my go-to plant. I would say they're one of my favorite plants because there's so much to them. And you can turn the flowers into tea. Like before they turn into a puffball. You can make them into a tea. You can make dandelion jelly. And you can make dandelion wine. I've never done the wine. I've had the jelly. It's really good. It's very herbal. I've only seen people make the wine. Do you know what Lady Justice did to Summer? I've only heard the legends. I wasn't around back then, but I won't trust her. I like how the gods are already bickering. Sickles of Mort. I need to get Curse on rotation here. Let's see, we're about 13 minutes in just a second. I mean, if all it takes is liking dandelions and having a cool headset, then I am totally the most interesting, coolest person ever. It was Kismet, where this is the safe place. Okay, Withering Tree. A bright green energy pulses through the tree's rotting bark. Lose all luck, gain spell projectiles. Do I want to lose all luck? You know what? I'm cool with losing all luck. Who needs luck when you can get more projectiles? Oh crap, we're dying. Oh, it's these people. I think they're like banshees, but they kind of sneak up on you. These are really nice headset though. Really nice. Unfortunately, I have a feeling the software, Razer software, is really really not great. And whenever I run the software while streaming, it seems like it messes up my audio. So that's why they haven't been blinking like they used to. Let's grab charge. Razer software is one of those things you're definitely paying for the lights. But they're still decent. It's decent hardware. It's their software that just it's not great. It's not great. Chains of War could be good, but let's get Warpack. We're gonna see more things with Barrier. Oh, putting out Bluetooth, the Kitty headset? Interesting. I still like wired, but that'd be really nice. I know they released, there's like, interchange, like ones where I don't think they light up, but they do come with a headset with different ears. Like there's a one with, I think, cat ears, dog ears, and doe ears. It's been a while since I've been to their website checking out headphones. So I'd have to check that again. But I think there is another type like these. Oh yeah, Bluetooth for iPad or iPhone would be nice. And they're really nice headsets. They're 7.1 surround sound, which wasn't on. Which is nice, especially when you're playing some games that take advantage of it. You gain attack speed for each ruptured enemy. Enemies you hit by you attack shoot out rupturing shuriken. Oh, they're definitely my most comfortable headphones. Oh, now it's on surround sound. Oh, weird. Oh, this game's weird on surround sound. Oh, they're all around me. Oh no. It's a good thing, but I don't know. They are heavy. I don't think they're the heaviest headphones I've ever had. Like, the headphones I started the stream with, were these like off-brand headphones. They were really nice, but they're much heavier than these. So when I got these, it was like a definite, it felt like I wasn't wearing headphones for a while. I mean, that makes sense too. I have really big shoulders and a big neck. I'm not proud of that. I'm really not fond of how wide my shoulders are and stuff. I'm built like a tank, I always say. A lumbering wildebeest of a tank. Let's take Merciful Strike. If I do wear them too long, right at the top of my head will start like getting uncomfortable, but it does take a little bit of time. Again, I've had heavier headphones. Oh my gosh, I might have to turn off surround sound. Oh, it's weird. It's getting distracting. They do give me good structure. It was more helpful when I used to surf. Having wide shoulders allows for better swimming because you're more like a boat. So when I was a surfer, I didn't mind it so much. When I want to exude more femininity or grace, not so much. I'm not very graceful. I don't look very graceful. What happens if I do the alteration? Oh, that sucks. But surfing, wide shoulders and surfing and swimming in general, really great. I was a really good swimmer. Which made sense. My dad was a competitive swimmer. So when I was young, swimming and surfing was so big in my house. My dad was a competitive swimmer in his youth. I want to correct that. He wasn't like a competitive swimmer when I was a kid. Walk with a book on your head. I could do the book on the head. Like, I could do that. That's not that hard for me. I have the worst posture, but I can be graceful if I needed to be. I just want to look more graceful. I look like I have the body of somebody that would run into everything. Because I do sometimes. No, I could compare myself to a Warhammer model. So, Warhammer models are very, very bulky. Unnecessarily bulky. No! Dang it!
I'm rubber and you're on fire!
Well, we made it to 18 minutes. That is 1 minute more than our last run. We're getting better. I'll be graceful one day. Okay, I'm gonna turn off the surround sound. I see if I find the button. This. This is like a Vampire Survivor. It is similar to Vampire Survivor in that it's a horde survival or a horde roguelike. Very similar to that. It does share some elements from other games, but I'd say that's a good game to reference for it. I've always had horrible posture, but you used to ride horses.
That most gods have unrighteous motives. Do not rely on those driven by sin.
Okay, lady. My mom actually used to. My mom used to grew up on a dairy farm, so she had horses and a cow. I could not be even attempting to be near animals like that, but horses look fun. I'm just terrified of getting on one. I've had chances. I couldn't even. I'm sure the horse would know what to do and be able to handle the situation. I just don't think I would have handled the situation. What was your horse's name, though? I'm always interested in horse names. Especially racehorses. Racehorses have really crazy names. Oh, it's the lightning god. Oh, you see jumping? That always looks cool. I would be more terrified of jumping, though. Let's do ball lightning. I would already be terrified of being on the horse. Then jumping with the horse will just add to that powder keg of fear. I need a low to the ground animal. Something like a capybara or something. Can you ride a capybara? They seem big enough for that. Or aquatic animal. Aquatic animals, because at least when you fall off an aquatic animal, you fall into the water, and that's not dangerous at all. Merciful Strike. Let's do Divine Shield at Master. I also had a friend with a horse, which is weird because, like, you wouldn't expect a horse ranch in the middle of a suburb, but apparently we have one. And people keep their horses there and they ride them. It's fun. I guess people in the suburbs need horse places too.
The final hour.
Tigger? That's a cute name. Oh, that's so sweet. Mr. Time. You know what? Let's grab wisdom. I know the few people I know, including my mom, who grew up with horses, they always say the same thing, that let's do this. That like their horses were so important to them. And I can see that. Like they seem such like deep companions. I guess because you're working with them too, so there's just so much time and like companionship that you have with them. Like you gotta teach them how to jump, you gotta teach them all the little skills and stuff. Okay, we're back into surround sound. I was just really curious how the lightning would sound. Did you do any competitive jumping? Or just was it like just having fun with the horse? Both things would make sense though. Let's do wisdom. I'm gonna turn off surround sound. I'm like, it was just really, the surround sound on this is just really weird. It works really well. It's just, it kind of throws you off. I still think racing horses have the craziest names. I guess it makes sense. They always name them after their pedigree, I guess.
The god of lightning acts on impulse, much like summer. Their actions often lead back
Oh, that's
to
so
death.
cool. Yeah, it's really annoying that competitions and stuff can price people out from being involved in them. Because it should be about skill, not how much money you could muster up. My partner ran into similar problems when she was Irish dancing. She was a competitive dancer, and like the cost of being a dancer was just crazy. So I would not be surprised at the cost of horse competition stuff, because not only are you like, you have to get the stuff for yourself, but you also have to get the stuff for your horse. And then all the competition fees. It ain't cheap, man. But it's so cool you were able to have such a good relationship with your horse and be able to do all the things with it. Back, you evil slimes! I am looking for... There it is. Stone of Experience. Oh yeah, that was the same problems as my partner. Like they had to buy all these, like all the wigs, the hair treatment, the socks, shoes, all that stuff, and like the dress competitive Irish dancers wear is just wildly expensive. Oh, just thank you for stopping by, Kixie. Have a good night and a good sleep. It's always nice to have you stop by. Let's grab Lightning Bolt. Yeah, competitive stuff, they should make the competitive stuff a little cheaper to get into. Because you leave out a lot of people if you price people out of it. I'm sure that's a part of the point, but there shouldn't be that. I want to see everybody compete. Even though I'm not like a competitive person. I know a lot of people like competition and stuff. And I respect that. I see the benefits of competing. Your attacks become stronger and have a chance to trigger additional attack. Oh, that's cool. Let's get more lightning bolts. Alright, we need to get the necromancer thing. Let's get... Experience pull area is increased. Whenever you pull experience shards through an enemy, it takes damage. Whenever you take experience shard, you gain movement, attack. You know what? Let's get rid of that. Oh. Oh, it's a bummer when you get forced out of things like that. I hope one day you can get another horse too. My partner got to a point where it was just getting too expensive also. Their last Irish dance thing was trying to get a position for the Michael Flatley Las Vegas show. She did good, but didn't make it, unfortunately. Or fortunately. Fortunately for me, I guess. But yeah, it got so expensive for her. But I really hope you can get a horse again. It sounds like it's a lot of work and effort, but the bond you make with the horse seems really cool. I'm too scared of horses, so I'll never know that bond. Let's get our divine shield up. See what we have in here. Oh crap, I think we forgot to send the stuff back. Yeah, we forgot to send that stuff back. Oh yeah, it can definitely be scary. It's such a sport. There's so much to, like, so much sport to it. You have wounds from over the years. Oh man, my partner's the same way. Just like little scars and injuries. We'll grab the divine shield. I mean, I know she's kind of waiting for the time where she could teach the kids, but they haven't have much interest in dancing yet. I just say give them a little more time. They'll probably want to do it. I don't know if I would want my kids to compete though. It's kind of another kind of universe. But then again, I'm not much of a competitive person. Lightning orbs. Let's do lightning orbs. We went really big onto the lightning. Oh yeah, it's you wanna get them into the hobby or thing that you like or that you love, but you don't want to like force it onto them, because then they're definitely not gonna want to do it, or they won't love it.
You're doing all right there, mortal. I think you could really use
they have
some
to
of
naturally
my
get into it.
godly aid.
Lightning orbs. I'm weighing to the point where I could get my kids into my hobbies and stuff. Like, they like video games. That was the easy one. But like board games and getting them more into that stuff, it's taking a little time. I played a lot of sports and stuff, but they were never anything I was like super interested in. So I won't subject them to sports. Unless if they want to. No! Alright, we might have to drop some of our inventory. That item is a little low level, so we're probably not going to grab it. Purification seems good. Mindful Strike seems like what we want. Yeah, let's grab Mindful Strike. So, my littlest is probably going to take in my footsteps and become a pro video game player. They are making it their mission to beat every Mario game that they come across. And they're really good at it too. Trail ride sounds nice. I mean, that's something like you'll be able to share with them. At least they enjoy it. So then you could always like bring it up and be like, hey, like let's go on a trail ride, or let's go do this thing. That'd be fun. I took Kung Fu for a while. That was really fun. But art and D&D and origami, that's a winning combination there. Oh crap, I picked the wrong thing. I would love for my kids to be more into D&D. They're still a tad bit young for it to like really get into it. But they're getting there. I'm slowly teaching them. And both my kids are really artistic. So D&D is such a perfect fit for artists. Oh my gosh. We're at 12 minutes and we're already having this much trouble. We are going to go this way. I think this is a shield, so we're just going to utilize it the best we can and get out of here. It is funny, like, I feel like D&D is one of those games, and not just D&D, but like any role-playing game is this way. They just attract like artists, like it's like a siren song. And if you're not an artist, once you start playing D&D or any role-playing game, it slowly morphs you into an artist. It's just amazing. Are you worthy? Test virtues? What did that do? Oh! I don't think that was a good thing. More experience points is good. Oh, shoot! Oh, shoot! I'll always sing praises of role-playing games, including D&D, because it did so much for me growing up. It definitely made me a better person. Oh, crap! Oh, we're so dead. We're so dead. Okay, main goal here is going to be to try to destroy as many of the enemies as I can before we focus on the Necromancer. Necromancer is just something we're going to have to avoid. There's just way too much action going on here. We need to slow it down. Oh, did we get that creature that brings things back from the dead? Oh my gosh. Let's do time field again. Mostly because I want to get out of here. Okay, now without the horde of madness after us, we could kind of work on this now.
The further you delve into his realm, the more he loses his grip over it.
Let's see who else has something. Ooh. Divine Shield, please. Okay, we need to find the Necromancer. These shades, I need to do something about. We also need to do something about that creature resurrecting everything. Oh my gosh, chain lightning. Holy bananas. Oh, no. Let's get rid of a ring or two. Drop that. Drop that. Drop that. Drop it. We're gonna drop the things that just keep that for now. No!
They got me.
We just weren't able to put out too much, like, area damage. There was, like, way too much focal damage. Oh, that was a bummer. That was a bummer. That was a good run. Everything was going well. A cat dies 9 times. Don't ever see the cat. Defeat the Baron with each character. Defeat the Baron with Avoron. Alright, I mean, we're going back in it. Let's just drop off some stuff before we do. Okay, so this does. Okay, I think we're gonna switch the switch the sword. Get rid of that. We'll switch that. Oops. Any more weapons? Can't use it anymore. Can't use it. Armor. Armor, 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 armor. Armor? And those there. All right, we're gonna try this new weapon. Oi, oi, oi. All right, we'll see how long this run goes. I'm hoping for the best. So far, things have been going well. We've been doing okay. I feel like we could have been doing a little bit better. as usual. I think we're gonna be okay though. I'm going in attack speed right now. War never changes. All right, we're gonna grab War Pack. Break down the shields. So I'm going to be playing some indie games for Indie Game or First Look Friday, for this Friday. But when we come back the following Monday, we'll be playing more Death Must Die. And I think before we play Death Must Die, what we're gonna end up doing is I'm going to look up and see if the bosses and the enemy timing is set to the timer, or if it's like, oh, if you kill so many enemies, these creatures show up. If it's set to a timer though, I might just have a cheat sheet next to me here so I know when certain things are coming up. Again, this year is going to be more about getting better at certain games than it is playing a bunch. So we're going to do things that we don't typically do, or what we typically didn't do in the past years. And one of which is most definitely, let's grab Necromancer. Most definitely like researching certain games, especially when we're playing them enough. We're going to be I'm going to have my cheat sheets around for things like making sure the timing is correct, knowing when certain enemies will be spawning. Nope, we have a better helmet right now. I'll probably wear my gloves because my hands are freezing. I'm so glad it's cold finally, but jeez, it is so cold. The Fates figures observe you as if alive. They already know your choice here. Neither of them will get offended or anything, right? Ask for Asia's help. Gain 4 banshees or banishes. Oh, this is the Fates. Let's get the rerolls. I think I want to try some rerolls this time around. Oh, I love it too. I just, right now when I'm playing a game, it sucks. It also sucks when it's hot, but my hands are freezing.
You don't tire easily, I'll give you that.
I'm so happy it's cold though. I do not do well in the heat. Let's reroll this. Ooh. Let's do Trail of Fire. Trail of Fire could be good. We're not at freezing temperatures where I'm at yet, but we're getting close. I do miss the days when I was a kid though. When I was young, you could go to the front yard or out where the grass is in the morning, and if it was early enough and if it was cold enough that night, the ground would be frozen, so the grass would just be covered in ice. It was kind of cool. Living in Southern California, frosty grass was like exciting. Oh, I just could not deal with the heat either. I feel you though on the horribly insulated. Our place is I think insulation wasn't even a part of the plan. Like our walls are practically hollow. It was built in the 1940s. Southern California in the 1940s was a way different climate than it is now. Our kids' room though is like the best, has the best insulation, so we like to spend time there during extreme heats or extreme weather. They have brand new insulated windows, and we've filled insulation in some of the walls, so it's a little nicer. But we're samesies when it comes to crappy insulation. And I know I should invest in it, but it's so expensive. More trail of fire. Though I want to get one of those. If we do insulation, one of the things you can get is like denim, recycled denim as insulation, and that seems like it would be fun to spray into the walls. Oh yeah, like I can't remember how it is in Arizona. Like when I used to visit Havasu, I remember my family up there that lived up there or over there. Their floors were to the ground, but in California, your houses are propped up just a little, like there's a crawl space under your house. And if you don't have carpeting and stuff, a lot of people here have suburban hardwood floors, which just means it's your underfloor. And if it's old enough, they're cracked, so the air flows underneath your house and then up through the cracks of your flooring. So, oh my gosh, I totally feel that. Yeah. Let's do more strength. I hate it, but I also like the wood floors. I didn't like the carpeting. I just don't like carpeting. I like wood floors. You can do a lot more with it. It does have the downside of leaking cool air though, which is not a problem during the summer. That's actually when it's beneficial.
Uh-huh.
Let's grab necromancy. The next thing we're gonna grab is most likely gonna be the ravens, if possible. That sword is not very good. What I should do, we have a lot of old doors that could use new insulation though. I need to go around and probably seal up the doors. I've been working on the windows. That has been helping. Like adding new grout or caulking to the window seals. Yeah, denim's an option. Old newspaper, like I think that you could use paper too. There's like some really weird options, but they're all really neat. Rampaging strike. Oh, I miss renting. I miss our old apartment a lot for things because we live. Like, I don't miss renting, and I also miss renting. And I mostly miss renting because our old apartment, our last apartment was really nice in that we were neighbors with the on-site handyman, and he would we were like friendly with him, so he would just come over and do work on the house because he would have to do so much.
Careful, I'm hot.
He'd have to do so many hours a day, and because we were right next door to him, he would just come over and like redo the seals, fix the air conditioner or the heater, and just like do maintenance stuff because it was just easier for him to do it. So that was nice. Let's increase. Actually, let's reroll. Spell damage increase. The fire's doing a lot of work for us. Oh no. That sounds more like the first apartment we lived in. It was like everyone out for themselves. We had to do so much of our own stuff. But you know what? We painted the bathroom bright yellow. Serpent right. They were so mad about that. But they were already stealing our deposit, and we didn't care if we were going to get it back. So we just painted all the rooms whatever color we wanted. That apartment was so bananas. But that's a bummer. We were definitely blessed with being located where we were. Though we were on the 3rd floor, which kind of sucked because we just had a baby. And going up 3 stories with a baby equipment was a pain in the ass. But it was good for exercise. Ravens! Okay, I'm kind of feeling this build. I just don't know if it's going to be able to deal with the later game frost lines. But we'll see. We'll see. Your spell damage increase. Let's see that. Oh my god. So you were on the 3rd story. Our 3rd story apartment stairs led right to our front door too. That was the most convenient part of it. But you had more stairs inside too. That's too much work. I'd be like, that's way too much work. They need to install an elevator. The worst was like, it was not just carrying the kids' stuff. It was like and I'm sure you get it too. Like, you had to go downstairs to do the laundry. You had to like, let's grab this. Everything was like lugging up and down. Though when we had our sofa delivered, and we had family help us bring it up the stairs, and the stairs were narrow, but they were they're outdoor stairs. And bringing up the sofa for that made it so everybody decided no one was going to help us move anything in our house again. So you could never find anyone to help because no one wanted to do the stairs. And it's like, we're doing it every day. It was a nice apartment, though. It was a really nice apartment. The city, whatever, but the apartment was nice. Reroll those. Let's increase our spell damage. See if we have anything worth using. More rare items. Movement and speed. Yeah, let's not. The benefit of a third story is it gave you nice exercise. Like, I felt pretty healthy during that time. Tired, but healthy. We're at 12 minutes. I think the necromancer's gonna show up soon. Oh no. We were fortunate we had some help. Especially to watch the kids. We only had the one child. We only had our oldest at the time, though. My partner couldn't help too much because she was pregnant at the time. So, fortunately, I had a little bit of help. My mom's boyfriend actually ended up being like the biggest help at the time. He was all about moving. He loved moving people. And I'm just like, okay, get ready for this. Because we kind of left out the fact that it was a 3-story apartment or a 3rd-story apartment with no elevator. Oh yeah, no more stairs. When you live like Stair City, it's like no. Never again. It's not worth it. Oh, that's helpful too. What's really cool about having people that were movers is they know how to pack, they know how to set up the truck. That was like I think that was like one of the most helpful parts, because he was also somebody that did moving when he was younger. So he knew how to like set up the truck. And man, like it was the most well organized U-Haul I've ever seen. It was impressive. Very impressive. Oh man, I think I want spell damage increase. But better Trails of Fire would have been a good idea too. I hope you guys are able to, when you eventually move, I hope you guys are able to find a place that has no stuff. Or at least small stuff. Because even in our house, we have stairs, but it's only three steps. I felt 3 steps was definitely doable. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we don't have to deal with the frost slimes, so this makes this battle a tad bit easier. Though we do need to get some health back here. We're gonna probably not engage with the Baron quite yet. Because I do want to get some health, and I want to get out of this cage. So if he gets close, we'll attack. But mostly just trying to farm some health. Oh, alright. Or, you know, let him get in front of me too. No! I didn't realize I was dying!
Beaten by a little girl! Ha!
Disappointment. Hope it's not Arizona anymore too. Oh man. I hope so. I hope you guys are able to find a place that has a little bit cooler climate. Well, no. A place with more reliable climate. Because yeah, Arizona can be harsh. I only visit Arizona. I don't stay there very long. All right, this is going to be our last run for the night, I think. How do we change perks? All right, we're going to try the warrior. This is the new one we just unlocked when we started the stream. So we're going to give her a try. Let's see how it goes. I mean, warrior only. We will definitely do that. Good rope. Let's change over to this. Send over this equipment. More rare items. I don't know if I want this yet. Send that over. Send that over and that. Yeah, I couldn't do Arizona. Arizona's just so hot. You guys get the freezing temperatures at night, the uncomfortable heat in the morning. I'm not that. I would not be able to survive. Let's equip this. Equip that. Good on that. More rare items. I like the idea of more rare items. Life and reroll. Equip this. And then one of these rings, I guess. Oh, they're the same. They're the same. They're the same ring. Okay. All right, I think we're good. Let's take this warrior out for one spin, and then we'll call it a night. Does it seem like it's getting hotter and hotter? I worry about it getting... Our seasons here have completely shifted. So I wouldn't be like overly shocked if it got hotter, to be honest. Though this year has been the strangest year for Southern California. It's been where I'm located. It's actually been weirdly pleasant.
To the order of the universe. He must be stopped.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, that is awful. Scrap this. I could not do that. I mean, even without my medication screwing up the way my body handles temperature, that's just too hot for me. I am too much of a weenie when it comes to stuff like heat, especially for so long. You need to find your way out of Arizona.
You get scared by your own shadow. Don't mind my sister. She doesn't like anything that she can't foresee. That's not true. I love an exception, an anomaly. It's not real. You can't feel the real thing. But oh hey, hero. Oh,
They're completely having a conversation without me.
Where were you headed then?
Let's see. Attacks. Your attacks hit a wider area. Ooh. Fury sounds good too. The wider area is really good, actually. Because we'll also be able to negate some of these fireball arrows. Should have held off getting that. That would have been more beneficial when we were being closed in on.
They're there just sitting in urns for an eternity. And he doesn't get it.
He does.
He just doesn't get life and death, you know?
Okay, Mort, I get it. You want to be the big old bad. I got you, man. Any of the West Coast states, I feel pretty confident in the weather comfort. Like Washington and Oregon tend to be cold and wet, from what I hear. So if you like rain, the Pacific Northwest is pretty good for that. The worst thing I feel like around here, the worst thing about the Pacific or the Pacific coast is forest fires. That's probably one of the worst experiences. It's up there with some of our other problems, but forest fires are bad. Though this past year did not have that bad of forest fires.
Without time's hourglass, we would not be able to assist you, hero. For this, I thank them.
Okay. We actually had a pretty good year with no fires in 2023. The thing about forest fires, though, is like, even if you're not in the affected area, the smoke and ash just goes everywhere. So even if nothing's burning directly around you, you're still having to deal with the low air quality, and just it's kind of miserable. Forest fires are pretty easy to predict. The cool thing about California is everything is pretty documented, and you could check out the different departments we have will list out things like burn areas, flood areas, earthquake areas, where you are in the fault line, and you could really kind of figure out what you have to prepare for the most. Like where I live, we don't have to worry about forest fires. We don't have to worry about flooding as much. But when it comes to earthquakes, we're on like the tail end of a fault line. So we feel the earthquakes, and we're also close to LA area, so we get a lot of smog. Humidity sucks. When I lived near the beach, we had high humidity, and it just destroyed so many of our books and stuff. Everything would rust. Everything got water damage and mold. Mildew was the worst to work with. But getting a good dehumidifier helps a lot. Oh yeah, researching is really easy when it comes to at least for California. For California, like doing the research of the different areas is pretty straightforward. There's a lot of tools. A lot of people living here will more than welcome like letting people know. Oh shoot!
Mort is the only one of us who aids you without the use of the hourglass. Even though she is no longer in this realm, her power here still holds.
That's good to know, Lady Justice. I'm not one to shy people away from living in California. It's expensive to live here, and we have a housing crisis, but it's if you could do it, it's worth living. I always feel like it's worth it. It is not without its disadvantages, though. The blackouts are actually not, well, depending on where you are, the blackouts are not as bad. Let's get wisdom. We didn't have many blackouts this year where I am. And one of the big reasons this year was so good for avoiding blackouts is the department that oversees power consumption in the state put out a new little app that you could put on your phone, and you could watch and get alerts for when to flex time and do flex days. So like when you need to shut off extra lights and make sure you're not burning up too much energy, and when to like conserve some energy. And so many people were actively working on it and flexing their time that we ended up with maybe a couple of brownouts, and that it was very like a short-lived thing. Now that does not get you away from when the weather's so bad it blows up one of the transformers, but that's not really a California thing any more than just a living in a city or suburban area thing. The only blackout that I remember us having was because somebody drove their truck into a power line and took out like the entire city block, because it was like one of the big main ones. Oh yeah, power outages are some of the worst, especially when the weather is just so bad. Oh, that that is the perfect time. I mean, it could be a perfect time when if people are asleep, but yeah, definitely not when the kids are still awake. We ended up investing in a rechargeable power bank that we could keep our phones and some USB lights running. Highly recommend. It's solar powered, and it charges up. It has a good amount of battery life on it, and you could plug in a couple of USB devices, and we were able to keep our lights. We were able to keep like night lights and things on, and a few of our like devices, so we could watch like a movie and stuff and keep kids calm. Totally something to look into, no matter where you live, I think. Also helpful when you go to like theme parks and stuff, or even to like the beach or to the park. Oh no. Poor guy. That's the worst, when it's something you can't really control. You can't fix it for them right away. That happens to our littlest too. He's very, very sensitive to things like that. His autism kicked in, and it's just, then he's obsessed with the fact that the lights went out and that certain things were happening, and always scared it's gonna happen more. And there's absolutely no consoling. Nothing you say ever is gonna fix it. They just kind of get over it. But yeah, definitely look into power packs. They kind of came in handy for us. Oh my gosh. Did we pull this from the grave? We're actually doing really decently here. We're a little slow on killing things, but especially the boss. But survival's decent. A magical chest opens, and light from I don't want to triggering traps at this moment. God, I gotta get rid of this demon. We got an elite banshee on us too. No. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's the when you really can't help. It sucks because then you feel hopeless, or not hopeless, helpless. Nothing you say will fix it either.
What do you think of the place? It has potential, I think. It's usually a lot calmer, mind you.
Oh, that's a nice idea, though. Shopping online for new lights. Anything to feel like they have control over it again. Like for our littlest, who's like autistic and stuff, we find anything that lets them feel like they're able to like snatch control back has been really helpful. More life, please. Alright, this Baron's left hand is just... good gravy. And honestly, I'm like the same way. So I get why our kids are probably like that. You have something, you feel like something, you lost control out of something like the lights. And you want to like get it all back. So feeling like you're shopping for that cure must feel really good. Good golly. I'm gonna go in with the life link for now. Oh, that sounds really cool. I know our kid, our young one was like really into a glowworm. Like his little buddy for a while was a glowworm. That helped a lot. Right now our littlest has just been having sleep problems anyways. And we don't have any, I don't think it would help, but we got him like these little smart lights. Not really like smart lights, but they're these cool like tactile lights that he could touch and turn on when he needs to. But we installed them in his bed. And there were these like little hexagon things. They were really cheap, but they are these little LED lights. You do have to plug them in though. But he's able to touch them, change them different colors, and interact with them. So it's been able to help with his tics, but also at night when he gets scared. I'm always pro stuffed animal because that's something they could feel like they could control, like they could take it with them for adventures. So it's not just like a little light, a little friend that makes light for them, but also like a little friend that they can do things with. So they're bonding with it in different ways too. Though my youngest is very attached to stuffed animals. He obsesses with stuffies. Oh, shoot! Yeah, we got that problem again. We just can't handle these large groups. Our crowd control is non-existent. I'm hoping we could get some experience points here. Oh, that's bad timing! Oh, squishmallows are the best. Squishmallows are the best. I did not believe in the power of squishmallows until my oldest started collecting some of them. And now I'm just like, I steal their squishmallows to take naps on is the best. They're the best pillows. And they're nice. They give a nice hug too.
Champion.
They're a little pricey, but I feel like they're worth the price. Especially that because you can wash them. They're so easy to wash. Let's do Dragon Shield. Oh my gosh. Oh, they're so awesome. Especially when they drag you into, like, they have a bad dream, they need you to sleep in their bed with them or like on the floor, and you need a pillow because you forgot to take it with you. The Squishmallow comes to the rescue. Let's do duration of spells. Being caged in was really doing us bad things there. We should be able to survive now that we're out. We need to work our way back to where the Necromancer is, but we could kind of take this as a breather. Those are all good selections. My favorite is my youngest has a woolly mammoth. That's awesome. And my oldest has a Cthulhu-like monster. That's awesome. They're my favorite Squishmallows. But, you know, all Squishmallows are awesome. Holy cow! Oh my gosh. Immerse let's get the revival. We're so in trouble here though, because the Banshees are going to start gaining up here, and I feel like the Banshees are going to be the biggest of the troubles. All right, lifelink because we need it. There's an anglerfish? That is so cool. I need to look for an angler. I love anglerfish. That's a good selection. You got yourself a good selection of Squishmallows there. Oh my gosh, we're so doomed. We're fighting our life out here. The sucky thing is this Necromancer is going to be around when Dracula spawns, I think. Oh. We've barely put damage down on Necromancer. That's it. Oh my gosh. That was a really good run. That was a really good run. I feel so good about that one. Even though we died. That was so good. Holy cow. Hey, we unlocked something. The Sigil of the Wyvern. Alright, guys. I think this is where we're going to call it a night, though. My hands are freezing. I need to go to sleep. And, most of my hands are freezing. So, I will be back on Friday. As usual. Friday we'll be doing an indie first look. I have 2 games from the Indie Game Collective that we'll be checking out. They're looking pretty neat and pretty chill. So we're going to take a look at them, have a good old time, and enjoy some indie games. And then we'll have the weekend, and then when we come back next Monday, we'll play some more Death Must Die. And I really like the Warrior, but we're going to still do some night runs and hopefully get past Dracula. So that is it for me though tonight. I hope you guys had enjoyed your night with me, and I hope you guys have a good rest of the night and a good tomorrow. Thank you. You have a good night too, and a good rest of the tomorrow. And I will see you guys on Friday, 9:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time here on Twitch.tv. Always remember, keep your heart open and your rolls 20, and I will see you guys next. Good night, everyone.